Hey guys, Miss Kelsey back again for another story time, and I have a special book today because I know that a lot of our students absolutely love Pete the Cat. So this book is Pete the Cat Goes Camping, and it's written by James Dean. Have any of you ever been camping? I have. It's a lot of fun. We make bonfires and cook s'mores and we sleep in tents. Let's see if Pete the Cat has a similar experience. Okay, Pete the Cat Goes Camping. Pete is excited to go camping. This is his first time. Don't forget your sleeping bag, says Dad, or your hiking boots, says Mom. The campsite is deep in the woods. Mom and Dad set up a tent. Pete and Bob help collect sticks so they can make a fire later. Pete and Bob go for a hike. Bob shows Pete the footprints of different animals. Do you think we'll see anything cool? Asks Pete. Maybe, says Bob. What are some animals you might see in the woods? I know that I've seen deer and skunks and sometimes porcupines. There's all sorts of critters living in the woods. Pete and his dad go fishing. They must be very quiet and very still to catch a fish. Fishing takes a long time. They finally catch some fish. Mom builds a fire. She cooks the fish for dinner. It tastes yummy. Next, Pete toasts marshmallows. Pete makes s'mores with chocolate and graham crackers. Oh, that's one of my favorite camping snacks. Do you like s'mores? It starts to get dark out. Bob tells Pete a story about a scary, hairy giant. The giant lives in the woods. His name is Bigfoot. Do you think Bigfoot lives here? Asks Pete. No one has ever seen Bigfoot, says Bob. Don't let Bob scare you, says Dad. Bigfoot is not real, says Mom. Whew, Pete sighs with relief. But if he is real, I bet he's friendly, says Dad. And I bet he likes s'mores too. That's not scary, thinks Pete. Maybe he wants a s'more. Pete leaves one for his hairy friend. Soon, it's time for bed. Lights out, boys, Dad says. Bob and Pete share a tent. Pete goes into his sleeping bag. It's cozy, but he can't sleep. The woods seem extra dark. All the sounds, they're extra loud at night. Pete hears a weird swooshing sound. What's that? He asks Bob. That's just the wind, says Bob. Pete hears an odd chirping noise. What's that? He asks out loud. Those are just crickets. Pete hears a strange hooting sound. Hoot, hoot. Hoot, hoot. What's that? He wonders. That's just an owl. Pete thinks of his friend Owl. Pete hears a loud snapping sound. Crack! What is that? He wonders. But Bob is already fast asleep. Pete listens carefully. Crack! Is that Bigfoot? Pete peeks outside, but it's too dark to see anything. When Pete wakes up, he checks the spot where he left the s'mores for Bigfoot. The s'more! It's gone! There's a note. It says, Thanks for the treat. I wonder who that's from. Pete shows his family. Wow. Pete shows his family. Wow. I knew Bigfoot was real, says Bob. Pete knows Bigfoot is not scary. Just because he looks different does not mean he's scary. And he even likes s'mores. Seems like Pete the cat really enjoyed camping. That's all I have for now, my friends. Until we meet again, I'll see you soon.